Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you a video of my custom Murray lawnmower. This thing doesn't go as slow as all the other dumb lawnmowers that you probably have ridden. This will do 45 to 50 miles an hour, which is kind of scary on a little thing. I got this thing with just the frame on it, and I put it all together. Took me about, I'd say, 100 or more hours, I don't know, to get it to where it is right now, to running and driving conditions. It's got a 12 horsepower industrial commercial Briggs & Stratton engine. It's got a 5-speed peerless transaxle. It did have a hydrostatic drive, but those are shitty, so I took it out and I put in the 5-speed I had laying around under the bumper. The bumper I built myself with some steel that I had laying around. I just cut it and welded it to the right size. It's some pretty thick steel. It doesn't look that thick in the video, but it is. It is just bolted to the mower right now because I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it this way or eventually take out these bolts and weld it to it. But once I decide that, maybe you guys can help me out with choosing on whether welding it or just keeping it bolted to it. But it works. I can lift up on it and jump on it, and it's sturdy. And then I added this bar across so I can add a light. This light is just on there for now for riding at night. I have some 2 lights that I got, some nice Baja off-road lights that will be going on it. I just don't know when I'm going to put them on it. It's nice off-road lights. Baja tough. Those will be going on the front of it, but not yet. And you're probably wondering how. Maybe how did I get it to go the speeds that it did, or that it still does. Well, what I did was I took it and I put let's see if I can get down in here. Can't really see, but back there I have a 3-inch pulley on the transaxle and a 7-inch pulley on the motor, which is just welded at the top of at the bottom of the original drive pulley. I can't really get up in there to show you that one, but and then it's got the whole clutch system I made, so you push it in and it lets the tension off of it. It goes right there, so when you push it in, it pulls the clutch, and then this spring pulls it back and it takes all the tension out of it, and it works pretty good. But when I took the transaxle apart to put some new oil in it and to make sure the gears aren't, stripping, and I ended up breaking off the brakes, so the transaxle no longer has brakes on it. So I had to have brakes, so I came up with this idea of a suicide brake. All it is 2 tire irons from some junk vehicles we got. And I took them and I welded them together so it forms that shape. And then I took a little chunk of diamond plate and welded that to the bottom of it, so when it sits in so when it's in there, the spring is pulling it back, keeping it off the tire, so when you want to stop, You just take it and you grab it and you pull it back and it rubs against the tire and that slows it down. It works. Some people might think it's kind of sketchy, but it works for me. And then I took all of the wiring out of it and redid it. So it's got a brand new solenoid from a Ford truck that we got from, well, any Ford that we got from Fleet Farm. It's got a gas tank that I found laying around for it. A brand new seat that I bought for $15 from my friend Garrett. Some 2 tail lights, and this receiver hitch was already on it. Alright, we're gonna get it to start. It hasn't been started since maybe a week ago, probably. But when I did it, I took the key ignition out and I put a push button in it. So you just gotta take it and push it in, and that starts it. But to give it the power, you just hit this toggle switch and that light turns on, telling you it's got power to the ignition. And then my spark switch is this one, so it'll give a spark, and when you want to shut it off, you just take it, push it down, and it shuts off, cuts the spark. So I want that on. It runs pretty good. It does have an oil leak in it. It does have an oil leak, but I have no clue where. I don't see any signs of oil, but nice engine. And damn, cut off. I added the tail lights on it, which you've already seen, and I just got to hit the top switch, and then that goes and turns both the taillights on. These taillights are pretty bright. At night, you have a big glow behind you. And then, you probably saw when I was showing you the solenoid, I have an alarm set up on it. It's just a car alarm off of a 05 Toyota truck, Toyota Tundra, that we got for scrap. And I saw the horn on it, and I thought, yeah, that'd be a good thing to put on there just for fun. So I put that on there, and I have it wired up, so it's this bottom toggle switch. It's got many different modes, so it's really loud, and you can really hear it when you're going down the road. And then the lights on it, they run off, that switch. But that runs over, and that runs off the stator, so it doesn't kill the battery at all. And the wire runs all the way up to the 2 lights I'm going to be putting on. But yeah, that's my Murray that I built and made fast. If you have any questions or you like it, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.